the North Cat, baby, I'm a boss. Carolina barbecue sauce with the slaw. I'm the safe, the cellar, and the vault. I'm the best, the effect, and the cause. I'm the law.
Up here, the rest of Atletico is there as well. This exit out of Pachinki might be problematic for CLOUD9, having the come-out tournament. And Atletico is harassing Divine. That's Nicky taking shots, and he's lost a tire, trying desperately to maneuver away from Atletico. And Divine, this is not their comfort zone. They don't like getting into these early engagements. And Moody is going to take down Neferhor from long distance with a headshot. Moody say, hey, remember, we're here too. So McClutch now in the open. Atletico got a little bit too much of a tunnel vision onto that moving vehicle, I think. And now CLOUD9 is punishing them for it. As McClutch is going to go down as well. No. So this is going to be an early couple of kills coming into CLOUD9. This is going to be a nice early game bonus. Atletico set up to lose the first 3 people out of this lobby, as we've already lost Linksy. And now McClutch and Neferhor have got no help and no hope, I don't believe, as CLOUD9 has fully taken over this compound. And it's going to be Heffa hoofing it to the hills, and he'll find Parang has been found. Yep. So that was the one guy in the zone for Secret. Now he's dead. Yep. As CLOUD9 picks up a couple of kills, and we're quickly down to 60 players in the lobby.
But that's exactly the problem with doing this solo play for Secret.
Yeah, they lose that one guy, and then that's it. You lost
so like what? It's the point. It's just crossing your fingers and hoping, and you're so unlikely to get anywhere above 10th place by doing that.
And M19 still making their way in.
I like this by Liquid. It's good play. They stopped there on the pit stop. I'll have he actually gets it down on a Mista.
He's got support though, and it looks like Samty's. I don't know if they've been watching the kill feed.
Oh, that nade.
Oh no, Mista might be down here. Oh, he looks like maybe dodge it. LOS. Yeah, he does dodge it. Samty's looking to try and support. The nades come in and support. The smokes go down. Heffa with the reload, and he pops out, maybe looking for another one. He hasn't found Samty. He's in the smoke. Heffa trying to make a play here. Samty's like, wait a second. Here.
Nice underhand nade.
Yeah, it's
read the play.
Force him up there, he's around the corner.
Oh,
did he finish him? I was going to say he did finish him. Yeah, that's an unfortunate turn of events there for Mista. Heffa, the snake in the grass. That was a nice play by Samty to force him around the corner. Yeah. I was worried there for the TK, but regardless, Liquid will lose one early, and Atletico is the first team out of the lobby.
It's an unfortunate loss for Liquid, but that doesn't mean that play that they tried to go for, like that they actually went for, was a very well done rotation play. They stopped on the hill to the south, scouted out ahead of them. They recognized that OMG were in the compound just directly north of them, and so instead they rotated around. I think Jeeves was left there.
Okay. That nade looks okay. Oh, that was very close, but the Harry Potter building blocking it. Now it's Nip and Snake getting at it. Snake getting initially sprayed at by Gaxi. And he goes into the sprint animation and gets caught out, but they will get traded as NBS will come in to support. The smokes go down and the kills get finished as Snake is split far apart. And looks like they're not going to have any support to help. TNT and ZKK can only watch helplessly as their teammates are eliminated. As Snake, in a full split, was caught out again. Maybe in the middle of rotation. We didn't see the context of the fight, but nonetheless they lose 2.
That's actually not a bad split for Snake, but you can see that splits are only good if you can hit the shots. ZKK and Tian, maybe, as you said, they could have only just arrived. Yeah. We're not in place necessarily to defend. Nip arrived just too soon for any sort of split to actually defend each other. But so it's an unfortunate turn of events for Snake, but a good take by Ninjas, especially in this next circle, which, as far as we're all concerned, because it's going to be on the main island, is a shift way down south.
Did Vitality come across the bridge again?
They did, and Ghost, I think, tried to camp them, but got there just too late, which is why you can see them.
I asked Yannick, I was like, you guys going across the bridge again? He's like, I'm not telling you. And I was like, all right, fine. So I wanted to see what would happen as now it's CLOUD9.
You Americans always talk.
I was just wondering, dude. I wanted to know, like, you're going to go across the bridge again. So 8C does go down. That's the top fragger in the lobby we were just talking about. Fuzzface, Mixie, and company. Maybe recognizing that it's not worth the push on to CLOUD9, and they're going to move away. So that's a quick loss for FaZe. And CLOUD9 has been the thorn in their sides in that rotate. They've been holding their spot outside of Pachinki in this area for quite some time. As we'll lose Frolicker as well as McCoy tries to make an escape in the UAZ. Sadovnik looking to pressure and pressure, but McCoy not taking too much damage will be able to get away and bounce off one of his teammates on the way through as Balak outside the vehicle has stopped. Not sure if McCoy wants to... Oh, M19's arrived on scene as well. Maybe McCoy about to get surprised once again. Not sure if he heard anything happening there, but they seem to be aware of each other. Maybe Extreme 2G saw him come up, but Elite player forced to stop. Now M19 is arriving in force. All 4 players arriving here. Ghost having already lost 1 in the compound down below. The nades come out in defense, but not informed. All they're doing is giving away their position, does McCoy. But regardless, M19 trending towards the passive. Have opted to try and get around Ghost, leaving Elite player on the flank defense. So it's a 3-1 split for M19, trying to get along the low side of this hill. And all this vehicle noise is just going to give them more and more information as McCoy sets up some cover and is waiting on this ridge line. And here comes the initial flank. Extreme 2G on the defense will get down Wanderer, but is traded out by Vitality at long distance and finished off. And that's going to be a huge problem for Ghost, who now loses McCoy as well. Well, not quite, but he's about to get naded out if he's not careful. McCoy's in a lot of trouble here. He's got the smoke down. Balak is trying to support at long distance, but he's just a little bit too far away. He's got the M24, trying to put pressure onto Constantine. McCoy actually gets the med off, so he's not out of the fight just yet. Ghost losing 2 very early here. Still 15 teams in the lobby, and Na'Vi might be getting involved here if they're not careful coming up that hill. But M19 has got full force on them right now, online, shooting as best they can. That's a headshot landing on Balak. Not sure where that came from. Elite player looking for something. Vitality has actually decided to cross the road and come up this hill. They want to get involved here. Vitality recognizing that those kill points are going to be very important. As we saw Balak go down, that was actually OMG from far away. And now McCoy's the last man standing for Ghost, and Vitality is going to throw their hat in the ring. M19 also getting pressure from distance. McCoy's in trouble, and he's out of this lobby as Constantine gets the final kill, and that's Ghost eliminated in 15th place.
Yeah, rough turn of events for Ghost there, but Vitality, I'm liking this maneuver. They obviously heard and saw the kill feed, the fight breaking out between Ghost and M19, and because Ghost did hide them off.
Oh boy. It's a firing range.
This is brutal.
It's a firing range as Vitality shows up. M19 comfortable in their victory.
They're
getting
swarming
swarmed.
around.
Yeah, there's only 1 left. Constantine's the last man standing. Look at all these nades. They're everywhere. Constantine's got no hope. And Vitality with the hammer just brings it down on M19. So after that nice victory, M19 is rewarded with a seat in the lobby.
Good job for Vitality there. The Ghost camp, though it didn't keep them off of the bridge, they were able to make it across, still put pressure and force them down into Ferry Pier. They saw that fight. They saw that Ghost, were taking all of these casualties, and they utilized the opportunity to push up, to catch M19 by surprise. M19 maybe weren't as wounded as they expected after that fight, but they still got the initial shots, and they forced themselves into a nice chunk of this circle.
Well, they relaxed a little bit. I'm not sure if M19 was paying attention to the fact that one of the Ghost players went down to Vitality. Regardless, it's a tough situation. Those woods are so difficult to maneuver around and defend. I mean, there's ups and downs, there's trees everywhere, dips, and not to mention they were completely covered by that divot in the road to allow them to press across unseen. And they're rewarded with a circle as well. So Vitality getting the benefit of a nice circle. Liquid also has a nice compound for this zone. And that northern side of the play zone is going to be an absolute mess. And now everyone already in rotation headed south.
Both Vitality and Liquid, they're backing off because they recognize the swarm from the northwest.
4AM's coming into Vitality's territory. Aluka arrives first. Jazza probably would have heard the vehicle come up, but all of Vitality is just condensing down to that. Look at this field. It's a wide open. It's like a craziness out there. Shade takes down NBS. OMG skates by, but they will finish him off. But that's a lot of vehicles in movement at once. The FPS has got to be at maximum right now, ladies and gentlemen. Vitality. Oh my God, here comes OMG down the hill. And that's a bit of a distraction as 4AM's getting involved. I wonder if Vitality is more interested in 4AM's arrival than OMG, who has decided to just completely turn around, do the 3-point, and head back into the woods with CLOUD9. And that was a massive amount of movement as Divine has arrived. And this wooded area that we were just talking about being so complex is now more complex due to the fact that most of the teams remaining in this lobby have taken residence here.
Yeah, that is exactly why Vitality and Liquid backed off. Ooh, Visa.
Biza takes down 2 ons, but that's Fuzzface with the SLR. Only 2 players left for FaZe, them taking some early casualties. Ibiza will finish off 2-ons, but this Prairie Pier region and the forested area is a major problem. I saw a grenade land pretty close to CLOUD9, unless that was coming out of CLOUD9. Looks like it was. XXB goes down to K-Mine. Moody on the flank defense, looking behind and making sure no one's appearing there. There is Divine not too far away. Moody's got to be careful there. Nerf on the wide flank. See if he can find an angle. K-Mine will finish off XXB. Monkey taking down 4AM. That fight taking place at Ferry Pier. Here we join them. And actually, Jazza takes down Gaxi as well. Vitality coming alive here. 4 kills. They've taken down 2 from NIP. Miracu is going to have to play caretaker for the halfway.
They're
corpses.
pushing.
Yeah, they're going to push.
This
they're
is
getting
aggressive.
super aggressive here too. I think they see the advantage here, Cameron. They're leaving 4AM behind. They've got the natural cover to get over there, and they want this. This is the Vitality we've seen in the past, and they're pushing us forward. This is important for them. They still have time to make a dent in this tournament, but they seem to have lost where Miracu is. So Vard's still in the downstate. Gaxi has been rezzed. Miracu a little bit worried, and here comes that. He surprises Yannick and goes for the immediate flush. And just like that, the push-up from Vitality has been stymied.
Another revives are coming through from NIP as well, so Vitality, they should recognize that. They maybe perhaps expected the last player to be in that Wizard Tower. You can see a lot earlier on, a lot of their crosshairs were aimed in that direction.
C9's
so now they are going to back
kills.
off.
C9's picking up kills out here in the woods. They've got OMG basically hemmed all the way in. I don't see any more OMG nameplates on the map, so I think that's OMG out.
Yeah, they're gone.
I don't think I see him. So the CLOUD9 picks up a team wipe, and they're 4 strong in the center. And there's Team Secret over there on the left side.
This circle is so rough just because
I think it shifts north here.
There is that. It's going to shift a little bit north because it's going to remove the water. But the problem is there's that strip. There's the belt of that hill ridge. And then there's the field to the north. And then there's a beach down to the south, which is essentially a field of its own. So it's a lot of limited space. A lot of people, if they can't get an initial foothold into Ferry Pier, which there are already, I think, 4 teams there right now, a lot of them are going to have to go for that ridge line, and that's going to feed CLOUD9 because that is an area that they can succeed very, very well. And Liquid backed off, held the eastern side of that space, so they can keep the blue on their back and keep it isolated in one direction. And actually, they get rewarded for it in this next circle.
Divine running headlong into CLOUD9 in the woods now, as Moody and K-Mine put the tax to Levis and Nikki, I believe. No, Nikki is the last man standing. That was Jet going down. Here comes the follow-up grenade. This looks like Divine's in trouble. That nade bounces out of harm's way, but Nikki's stuck in the shack. Moody's got to know he's in there. The res coming out. You can see him. Surprise, surprise. And here comes the trades. Nikki goes down, and so will Levis, as Divine Esports gets wiped out by CLOUD9, going down in 12th place, and the kills are starting to stack up for CLOUD9. And we've seen that circle reveal itself, that Ferry Pier area, rife with teams, and lots of action there as the Knights are trying to find a foothold. Vitality, the only team in that region in the zone, as 4AM takes those long shots with the Mini, trying to land something on the rotating Voxic.
Oof. 4AM, though, because they're not able to drop down Knights, it means that it's now 3 teams in front of them, Vitality and Knights, and then as backup, NIP are going to do a lot of work to keep 4AM from pushing in because it was their section of Ferry Pier that got taken out in this next shift. NIP, they're approaching east to try and get further away from the edge that they can and eventually get up that hill. You can see on the top right of the screen. But Vitality, they are sticking there. They want to gatekeep all of these teams.
Oh, man. And here comes some more fodder for CLOUD9. VG is just trying to pile into the shack out in the woods, or out in this field, I should say, as CLOUD9 fires from the woods. And Botulin is actually cleaning up those kills, and he's stealing the meal right out from CLOUD9's plate. And that's a problem for them. They're trying to stack up as many kills as possible, but now that's VG basically stuck out in the open. CLOUD9 has decided, well, hey, if you're going to take those kills here, well, here comes Team Secret, so who's going to get those points first? Looks like it's going to be Na'Vi. They've found Fiend. And here comes the grenade follow-up. That should land almost right on top of them. There's 3 players there to kill. And it's like sharks to a feeding frenzy. Look at all those beautiful grenades coming in, one at a time. A little red zone being created. Pokemoladoy gets the first down onto Fiend. Smitty is already having PTSD, and Noah is doing his best to look somewhere in the direction of where the enemy might come from. Another nade lands on Noah, and it's just Smitty left. And they're going to pack him up like a nice piece of meat and put him in the points package as Smitty just runs for the hills. That AWM standing silent as Secret on the way to another elimination here in the mid-game.
He's got the ghillie suit, so that's something perhaps to rely on, but Na'Vi on the chase.
Smitty's just like, you know what,
Look at C9. Look at C9. They heard this happen.
Yeah, they want it. They can see Na'Vi out in the open. Moody's got the angle.
Trying to find an opening shot, waiting for the rest of his team to get
They're
theirs
counting,
back up.
I think.
Yeah.
Here it comes, and Moody unleashes. One goes down. Nerf gets the down initially. The return comes from Pokamoladoy, and actually Sadovnik will get the down on the Moody. So that's a 1-for-1 trade so far. This is a full team fight, all 4 committed on both sides. Smitty's actually got in behind Cloud9. This is something maybe he's looking for revenge. He's heard all this trash talk, and he's decided he wants to get involved as Smitty's coming in on a flank. Profi gets the initial down, and actually 2 downs for Profi on a Sadovnik and Shade. Profi landing a nice couple of sprays there with the Scar with the 4 times. Pokamoladoy on the rotate on the low side, trying to get a wide flank. Botulin will follow. Smitty has a perfect opportunity here. He's got the gear. Sadovnik finished off by Profi. And Na'Vi has decided to exit the team fight. That's a big risk, I should say, as Poka and Botulin trying to get away. Looks like Botulin will be the only one to try and escape. But he's going to be running into the back line of K-Mine, who will find him and finish him off as Cloud9 secures yet another team wipe. And that is Na'Vi going down in 11th place, and 12 total kills for Cloud9 as FaZe and Nip have tangled up, and now it's Gaxi on the low-hand side. Mixie's jumped out looking for him, but hasn't found him. They will trade, and that's Nip going down in 10th place. And wow, what a mid-game here, Cameron. So many deaths.
Good force up, Nip. We're just trying to slowly, methodically push into, like, further away from the edge into the zone, or at least what is now the zone. But FaZe, good defense on there. But FaZe have taken some casualties throughout this game, and there are more teams that are going to be coming out of Fairy Pier, whoever survives. 4AM somehow...
They're not doing anything.
Yeah, but they actually somehow got to this eastern edge of Fairy Pier past the Knights, and so these 2 teams have been leapfrogging back and forth. Vitality moving on their own, just trying to bomb up because all these teams on Fairy Pier have to go across this road. Oh,
the Knights tried to escape, and 4AM waited for them. Meanwhile, rejoining Cloud9, they pick up another couple of kills as Vitality and all sorts of teams are getting to Snake, Vitality, Cloud9, everyone. Another shot lands, and that's K-Mine getting another down. K-Mine dazzling here in this game, and he gets the finish as well. He's got now 6 kills out of his total team of 14. Cloud9 is having another terrific game here, and K-Mine has really had a coming out party here. One of the best players in the world, and he's having a terrific tournament.
The Blues pushing 4AM in, though, and so they didn't get any downs on the Knights on the initial attack.
This is a fight the Knights need to win. Drayden getting the damage coming his way. Aluka's got the circle at his back. This has got to be a win for the Knights. Looks like the 4AM boys are getting the business, as Aluka has got only a little bit of health left. He will get the down on the Krema. No flush. And actually, Cloud9 is now eliminating one at a time VG elsewhere, as Voxic will go down to the zone. This is maybe taking a little bit too long. They might lose these 2 players to the zone. That's a huge loss, and unnecessary at that, almost. No criticism to the Knights, but losing 2 players to the zone there, that's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough path ahead of them, but they're able to cross the road. That's not
easy either. They're running right into Cloud9, who's been shooting man after man. They're going to get another couple of kills if they keep going up that hill, but they're going to stop, and it's going to be FuzzFace and FaZe taking it, and Vitality might get the initial down, but that's going to get stolen from FaZe. That's Mixie cleaning that up, and then finishing Texas as the Knights go down in 7th place. Wow, that was a very tough exit out of the Fairy Pier area, and that did not go the way the Knights expected.
I mean, I don't know what they expected, having to cross that road up on top of the hill where there's going to be a full team waiting for you. Look at the spread by Cloud9 across this entire space. Liquid
have made so much space. They made so much space.
Yeah, exactly. Liquid have started to try and fight back. Liquid wanted to play this mid-game slow so they can come back with good armor and good resources, but they may have let C9 off the chain a little bit too much, and you can see them still pinned back there in the corner.
This is looking like Cloud9's game. They have got an absolute graveyard all around them in the woods. They've taken team fight after team fight. The only risk they really had was Smitty. He's got the gear, but he's basically just holding on to it at this stage, as Liquid is going to make their play into the zone. It is Jeems and the K-Mine and the rest of C9. I've got to be feeling great right now. It's Moody and K-Mine tied for top fragging on a team that's already got 16 kills. There's 12 left in the lobby. Liquid has a bit of a spread here below them. Jeems on the wider flank, maybe looking for a line of sight here. And he will get K-Mine at least injured. No down coming. Moody running straight at Samty. He's going to spot him, and the shots come out. Nice down onto Samty. Ibiza trying to support. Jeems on the wide flank is doing work. but James will get taken down by Profi. Cloud9 is running rampant all over Liquid. Profi now has a line of sight potentially onto that dossier. He might see Ibiza. He does, and that is going to be James going down. Ibiza taking damage. The smokes are down. Profi will finish Samty. The spray comes in. Liquid on the ropes. This is not looking good for them. Cloud9, like sharks, are just roaming the forest like sharks do in the forest. And
close enough.
Ibiza is going to try and crawl his way to safety, but he is surrounded by Cloud9. And this is just one smoke. This is something he's comfortable with, making a smoke line, but I think they might do the math here as they're just looking for him one at a time. Ibiza, I don't know how many smokes he's got, but probably not enough to get him to the water here.
This is C9 have been attacking anyone and everyone, and it's risky to do that because even if you win the fight, it's going to be running out of meds, it's going to be running out of armor. But by doing so, it means it gives them so much freedom in this space, and they are utilizing when they're taking it to TL.
Oh, he found him.
Exactly.
He
finally found him. But that initial strike that C9 had on Liquid, they just spread out. They didn't worry about any third-party action at all because they killed everyone else.
This is looking really good for Cloud9. Mixie spotted Shadow. This might be Vitality going down in 5th place as Fuzzface comes to support, and that's going to be it for Vitality. So Mixie and Fuzzface have got another 5th place finish on their hands. FaZe so consistent with 6 kills. And this is really looking like Cloud9's game to lose. They've only got a couple of solos in FaZe to get through, but that is no tall order. Mixie and Fuzzface can frag with the best of them. And then there's Smitty from Team Secret.
I like this by Mixie. He's sweeping around the left side to make sure that they go across any 6 of their own. They recognize that C9 are definitely the team that's in the advantage right now, but they're not going to let that distract them from any other solo players, just clearing out all of their angles. Morningstar, in the meantime, has just been slowly snaking his way through the field. The rest of his team had been taken out earlier by C9, but he
See, they left the AUG behind, Cameron. What do you think about that? Cloud9's got the zone now, so they have the advantage, I would say, unless Morningstar, you know, does something, but he's looking like he's not going to be doing much. So really, it's Cloud9 versus FaZe, but they might be getting a... This is where Cloud9 might get into trouble if they're not careful. They've got nearly 20 kills, if not 20 kills already, and they're looking to try and close this lobby out. And they're looking for something along the edge here. Profi, yes, that's 19 kills. Moody with 7. K-Mine with 6. I mean, if somebody gets spotted, it's just a matter of like who will claim him first. He's got I believe a Gillion.
Yeah.
And an AWM. But Mixie's there as well. So this is Cloud9 split here. This could be costly for them if they're not careful. I mean, if Nerf or Profi gets flanked or caught by either of these players, they'll be in trouble. There's still 16 seconds until the zone moves.
Yeah, you have to wonder if they're maybe a little too confident at this point. A couple shots just come out for fishing, but here comes the push from FaZe, and there we go.
They will trade. Profi and Mixie go down, or excuse me, Mixie goes down and Fuzzface will down Profi. The nade follow-up. They're trying to get as many kill points as possible here. And now they know who's where. Smitty has not made a move. Morningstar is just going to try and make the zone. Profi will get the finish. K-Mine maybe going for res here. That's a bold move, but that's the right move, I would say.
I mean, yeah, they saw Mixie bleed out.
Smitty's going to get spotted here if he's not careful. I'm not sure where. Moody's not looking his way, but they do get the res on the Profi, who's backs away from the edge of the zone. They have the advantage. This is, I mean, FaZe is going to have to, or Fuzzface is going to have to make a great effort here. He's just going to probably try and go defensive and play for placement because going 1v4 against C9 is going to be hard. So
continuing to crawl forward. There are still 3 snakes. And if C9 continued to overextend, sure, they may have gotten the down onto Mixie and got the revive on a Profi that came from the trade.
If it was anybody else, Cam, I mean, if this was, I don't know, Ibiza or Samty or something, maybe. But I mean, the goose egg there by total kills gives you an indicator as to how this is likely going to end for Secret. But Morningstar is not a threat. It's really just Fuzzface who's taking zone damage. This is really looking like Cloud9 has got this in the bag. Yeah, Fuzzface is just going to concede to the zone, I think, and that's going to be that. So, barely snuck in there. He's got just a sliver of life left. He's got some first aid kits, and there goes Smitty. And we'll see if they can find Fuzzface. They know where he's at.
Yeah, they're covering the area
where
for
he
him.
should be, I should say.
Yeah, they're just sweeping around.
Are they going to lose one? Are they going to lose one here?
That's basically the big question. Can Fuzzface get a kill at the end of the game? Can Morningstar get a kill at the end of the game? That's really the only thing that's available for them outside of a massive throw by C9. But the amount of work that they've done this game, definitely they deserve this win unless they throw it, just because of all the fights that they've had to take, and they've won amazingly, still 4 up after all those fights.
So for those of you wondering, Fuzzface isn't healing so he doesn't get spotted. He's just trying to wait out the other teammate, but they're just running the edge of the zone now, and he's going to get spotted by Profi. So that's it for Fuzz. That's the second time, I think, back-to-back games that Profi's killed Fuzzface. So I'm sure Profi's BMing on the voice chat right now. But, I mean, short of a disaster, this is Cloud9's victory, and this has been a decisive... Morningstar, could you just get up and do something, for God's sakes? You've been sitting here for like 10 minutes, man. Anyway, so good job, Cloud9. What are you doing for dinner later, Cameron?
I don't know yet.
Yeah?
It's been a long week. I'm probably going to go back and rest. Maybe just some room service.
Oh, got it. All right. So
you want to go on a date?
Yeah, we get a coffee or something. Morningstar crawling, Cloud9 on the way to a nice victory. And really, we shouldn't understate it. This is Cloud9 at their peak from what I've seen. This is the second time they've got, I believe, a 20-kill game at their hands. This might be, I think, 22 for them at the end of this. They're just looking around, beating the bushes.
Now, I will say, they should not be surprised that Morningstar is here because they took care earlier in the game where Vici Gaming were up through that field. And so if you do want to maybe throw a little criticism towards Cloud9, the fact that Morningstar is able to make his way across the field when they should have known that he was there, something. The fact
that the game is over at this stage, I mean, this is, I think, kind of speaking to how erratic that mid-game was, where it was death after death. As Cloud9 is just playing hide-and-go-seek with Morningstar, who's got the all-time hide-and-seek championship right now. Can't find him. He's just running the edge of the zone. But Morningstar is actually just trolling right now. He knows he's the only one left on his team.
He's got to see all 4 now.
He has to, right? I mean, it's just crawl into the zone and do me a favor, Morningstar. There we go.
Yeah,
that's the right move.
Nope, maybe not.
Are you going to make it? There we go. So at least he denies the kill points, which he should have done.
22 kills.
Which he should have done minutes ago. But regardless, 22 kills for Cloud9, and that is an amazing performance for a team that is, you know, I think putting to rest all doubts about their ability to secure games in a high-level, proper professional tournament. This has been a terrific performance from them. K-Mine and Moody dazzling here, and what a game from Cloud9.
Yeah, this just shows that if they put themselves in a situation that they can just steamroll over the competition, they can take over entire games. Whenever they struggled earlier, it's been losing someone early or just not being able to plant themselves in a spot to take those fights.
I think the way they kind of came out of Pachinki as well, I mean, that small rotation, they didn't have to go very far. They did have the benefit of the zone, but they maximized their potential in that zone. So the one thing that I really like to see from them is just how aggressive they were, and really speaking of aggression, vitality through that game. They showed showed some nice tendencies. Didn't work out for them, but that's what they need to do moving forward.